What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is Battlefield 3, Call of Duty 4, maybe Project Cars, something else, and maybe something else. I actually don't know. I'm doing the commentary before the video because I'm just pretty much lazy like that. But truth be told, it's because I haven't been playing Battlefield 2 terribly much. I haven't played it in about a week. It's not because I don't enjoy Battlefield 3 or, Bad Company 2 or anything, but there's that little game called Borderlands 2 that I keep playing, and can't really make too terribly many videos out of that. Plus, everybody and their brother is already doing a playthrough, so it's pretty much pointless to even bother. Plus, it takes way too much time and spoils my enjoyment of the game. So, that said, not happening. But, yeah. I don't hate Battlefield. I'm enjoying it. Just kind of a coincidence. You're probably seeing Battlefield on the screen right about now, though, because I'm going to be clever and sneak that in there at the very beginning to get all you people who watch Battlefield 3 and only Battlefield 3 and despise anything else, get you hooked, and then I'm going to be like, Zoink! And rip it out from underneath you and laugh at you. I'm probably laughing at you right about now, because I'm guessing that's probably where I switched videos. I don't know. But like I said, what I do want to actually talk about, though, for my actual topic, and that was a very long introduction. I'm feeling very flighty today, but is basically my 1 year self-evaluation, what I'm doing, why I started this whole YouTube thing, and have I remained true to that, my personal opinions on that, but as well as where I'm going in the future. Now, this was kind of brought up last week when I was in TeamSpeak, and Toe Stabber popped in there, and he said something, I can't remember exactly what it was because I'm kind of like crazy right about now, but and no, I'm not on drugs because that always happens whenever I'm in this kind of weird mood, but he said some real nice things that made me very happy and kind of made me think, I'm sticking to what I want to do here, because my goal has never been to become the largest channel on YouTube or any of that bull crap. It's not to make that YouTube money. For crying out loud, I have a job. That is what I do. I mean, I go to work in the morning just like anyone else. This whole YouTube thing, why would I treat it as anything else than just shenanigans? If I want to do it, I want to do it. If I don't, I don't. That's my approach. And I think I've stayed very true to that. But, part of the reason for me starting this whole YouTube thing was I'm trying to think of a proper way to say this without sounding like a complete ass. But, there's a lot of just boredom out there in the Battlefield community and Call of Duty community, and just ho-hum, yeah, well, you accept the standard rather than trying to think outside the box and approach things from different ways. You see review after review of guns and everything in these video games. Like, do you really need an M416 gun review after they buffed the thing that was already freaking amazing? Do you need that? Do you need someone to tell you that this gun is amazinger? No, you don't. You just need to use your brain, and, that's why I don't do those types of videos for, 95% of the weapons, With the M16A4 video, I did do that type of video because, you know what? No one uses that gun. It's something completely different than what 95% of the people out there accept as the standard. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be just that guy who's, oh yeah, look at me, I'm so good, I'm using the AEK M16 all game. I don't want to be that guy when I'm posting Call of Duty videos who's like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm head glitching behind this barrel. Moab! Yay! That's not me, that's not what I want to do, and, that's what everybody here on YouTube seems to be doing, except for a very select few who are just having fun with it, which, that's where I want to be, but at the same time, I kind of want to challenge that, status quo of, oh, you have to be a really amazing player, or you have to be funny and do trolling videos and all that crap. But, again, my goal is not to get huge, and I think I've stayed, true to that, because honestly, if I wanted to go that route with this whole channel thing, I definitely could have taken a lot of different directions throughout this pathway. But it's definitely been fun. I know some of you guys out there are like, oh, Empty Box, you're always so negative and everything. Why are you so cruel and harsh and just unfun? Which, you know what? The way I look at it, in this world today, a score of 85 is basically average. You see video game reviews and everything, and, even schoolwork and everything, if you want to toss that in there. 85 is like the standard. No back in school, a C was supposedly average. That ain't the case anymore. No one gets a C. Everybody gets a freaking B, B+. It's the standard. It's not because suddenly everybody here in the United States is smarter, because that's definitely not the case. It's just how it works. It's just... It just is fact, basically. And, you know, honestly, I can sit there and say, oh yeah, this game's amazing. It has no flaws. It's perfect. All hail this almighty game that does not exist. But, you know, there's plenty of that out there. I want to be that guy who is annoyingly harsh, but at the same time, somewhat true. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I look back on that comments pop up and people rant about it or complain to me in the comment section below. You know, about, oh, you're so completely wrong on this. How could you say this? That's just wrong. Which, honestly, when I say something, I look at it and I dissect it because that's the kind of person I am. I have a mind that just goes at 3,000 miles an hour at certain times. And I stand behind my word. You want to convince me? Convince me. Don't just say, oh yeah, you're wrong, because that's not getting anywhere, and that's what we see all over the place here on YouTube. And, you know, honestly, the whole gaming scene has blown up since, you know, 2007, you know, with the whole Call of Duty thing, which, you know, really, this whole YouTube thing started with Call of Duty 4, pretty much, in terms of the commentation thing, and it's gotten just absolutely massive. You know, there's thousands of commentators in Call of Duty, Battlefield, any game. They exist. If you want to see a certain game, go ahead and type it in the search box. I was actually watching Shadows of the Empire, which is a game I never actually beat. I never even got past the 4th level because I sucked at that game. And they were saying it's so easy. I was like, yeah. N64 gaming nostalgia right there. But anyways. You know, I want to be that guy. I think I've remained true to that. I want to know what you guys think, because, you know, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I've remained true to that. But the reality is, a lot of times you can change but not necessarily even notice it because it's so subtle. Like, you know, honestly, not to bring up this whole thing, you know, I think that's kind of something that happened with Battlefield. They kept changing a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and now here we are with Battlefield 3, and it's like sort of Battlefield but sort of not. You know, I don't want to go down that whole rant, but I think that's a perfect example of something changing over time, not necessarily because they sold out, but because this improvement makes this improvement, so let's add this, and, you know, next thing you know, you get something that's not even close to where you started. You know, not necessarily for one reason or another, although I'm sure a lot of people out there like to think that it's because of one reason or another. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Have I remained true to that? Have things changed a little bit too much? Am I going the right direction? Should I keep going the right direction? Or the direction I'm going right now, or should I change into a different direction and take a different area, or whatever. But anyways, in terms of the immediate future, work's been tough. It's been annoying. So that's kind of why there's not been too terribly many videos, on top of the fact that Borderlands 2 and Black Mesa and all those other good games and everything that I still gotta play. But, you know, not too terribly many commentaries. I've probably dropped down to about 2 a week, which is still going at it pretty darn fast, but for me that's not necessarily as fast as previously. In terms of the games coming out this gaming season, obviously Borderlands 2 is already going and everything, so I guess gaming season 2012 has kicked off. Medal of Honor Warfighter, not too terribly sure. It's really mixed. I think the game's going to be absolutely awesome, but at the same time, every single trailer they release makes me want the game even less, which is not usually a good thing. But that could actually be a very good thing, because usually trailers make you want the game more, but they end up twisting things, and, you know, which, hey, it's marketing. It's designed to sell you the product. That's kind of the point. So maybe it's actually a good thing that the product is being unsold by their trailers, at least to me. But, you know, I think it'll be great, so I'm probably going to end up getting it anyways, and you'll probably be seeing that on this channel, because honestly, there's room for another game. I can play like 16 games at once, because that's the kind of guy I am. Black Ops 2, still completely undecided on. I do like some Call of Duty, but I don't like kill streaks because that crap is lame. But again, even if I do end up getting it, it'll probably be completely different than how 95% of the people on YouTube are playing it, because Fuck your kill death. Bye.